Hello, my Libra friends. I'm Ulrich. I'm a Normand card reader, and today we will do your financial philosophical card readings. These cards are more like guides if you are in certain financial situation, positive or negative. These cards will guide you on a certain path. Of course, it's free up to you if you choose that path. Anyway, my Libra friends, we will see here where it leads for you for the month of July. So Libra, here we go for your financial card reading for the month of July. Hello, my Libra friends, and welcome to your financial card reading for the month of July. As your first card here, we see the card of well-organized charity or gifts or spending. And this card tells us probably that we are a charitable person. We like to share what we have with others. We like to make life pleasurable for our loved ones. But here we are asked, even though you are charitable and you have the heart on the right place, was the last toy that you bought for a cousin or for a friend or for your children, was this really necessary? Will your children love you less if you don't pamper them so much? This is the card that we need to get back in touch with a kind of reality here. If you are a charitable person, this is very kind of you and it's very nice, but also we need to come back in touch with reality, because this card tells us it has an impact on your budget, your good-heartedness. Well-ordered charity, it starts by itself. This is what we learn about the proverb here. And if your generosity leads to problems and it contributes to financial distress, of course, it has no place in your life. So before you give to others, secure your own future. We live in difficult times. There's a lot of inflation. The value of our money is degrading. Some people have difficulties keeping a job. They have big transformation in life. And here we are asked to build up a safety cushion for our own person, for our family. This is what we are seeing here. We are asked here to stimulate our own future on the long run here. Anyway, here we see also that we need to know how to remove the essential from the unnecessary. And here, if you make a very good distinction and you balance things well out, like Libra mostly can, here, if you balance things out, you will see here that you have an improvement of your finances, of your wallet here, and you will still have some money left for giving to charity or to your loved ones. Here we need to balance our money wisely. The next card that we see here is accepting our current situation. Maybe you overspend a little bit, maybe you were a little bit too charitable, because the whole reading here is about that. So here we see with this card, this is also the card of that we have certain ambitions in life. We are in the lookout for new position. We want to improve our life. We want to get that promotion. Sometimes also it means that we want to upgrade our living conditions. Maybe you want to make some changes in your interior. Maybe you're thinking about moving. This is what we are seeing here. But we need to be wise here with this card, if this is the right time for doing so. It's important here with this card that we manage our money, and this is what this card tells us. It's an imperative now here with this combination of cards. Here also, we need to become aware that a raise not necessarily will make us more happy. But whatever here is important now is that you budget with what you have. We can all aspire to the American dream of abundance and wealth, but here we need to see that we stay out of financial trouble. Also, having a lot of money or a lot of assets doesn't make you necessarily happy, or it is your pursuit of happiness. We must think wisely about that, and we must find what makes us happy. Anyway, we must accept our situation or your situation as it is today. But also we need to remember with this card, there will be always people who are better off, who have more comfort, who have a more comfortable life. But it doesn't mean necessarily they are more happy. Sometimes what we see is not necessarily what is happening inside the person. but also realize with this card there is many people who are poorer, who are in difficult circumstances, especially due to the crises that we have encountered in the last 2 years. First there were the so-called viruses, now there is the war, then we are confronted the war there in Ukraine, of course, I mean, and then of course we also need in calculation the inflation that is hitting us and the high food prices here. So we have a lot of things here to consider here. Anyway, it's not what you earn here, this card tells us, but it's how you spend the money. We must make a balance between our income and our expenses. These are all balancing cards. It's maybe a coincidence, but it's all balancing cards. These are good cards. Actually, they relate to Libra. Anyway, whatever your savings or your income may be, it is your actions, your personal spending that will determine exactly where you are in life. So improve your life by spending within certain limits. The last card that we are having here is the card of time. Actually, in this way, it's not a bad card, but it's also a strict card, this one. This is rules and regulations and finding financial justice. This is how I interpret this card here. Anyway, we need to realize that on the financial front, mostly time is not our friend. Why is that? Well, if we spend and we are a little bit out of budget, mostly, for instance, if we have some debts on the credit card, time is not our friend. Why? Because it costs us money. So if we wait with certain repayments, it makes the situation in general not better. Mostly the situation, if we owe certain people certain monies, the situation does not improve. So we need to see that we get rid here. If there are certain things in your life that are not clear financially, we need to get our head out of the sand here and think wisely and take off charge of certain situations today. I know here the next one I'm going to say, Libra don't like to hear that, but you need to make decisions. Libra, they don't like to make decisions, but probably here there is some balancing decisions to make for your life. This is what we are seeing here. If there are certain issues in your life regarding your finances here, this card tells you you need to make the decision. You need to cut it. This is what we are seeing here. It's time to act. This is what this card tells you. You need to secure yourself financially if you can on the long run. And we need to adjust to the circumstances that we have today. Maybe there's a need for radical changes of certain habits, maybe even a change of job here that we are seeing here. Maybe there are some big changes here coming up for you for the Libra sign. So if you want to then in your own personal front want to improve your financial situation, we can go the old-fashioned way. Take a piece of paper, take a pencil, analyze your situation, make columns of importance, write everything that you spend, and you can soon see where your money is going. Here with this card, we are asked to be strict and to take the reins of our budget and rush towards more sustainability, but also make a plan on the long run. It's very important here with this card that we make a plan for our future. If we feel that we are no longer fitting in our current situation, if things are in the past and you need to adjust, try to make a plan on the long run for securing yourself and of course also your family, if this would be the case. So Libra, this is all for this month. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this philosophical financial card reading. Also, if you want more information about your general life, we also have the Lenormand card readings. They are very much into details. Of course, they will require more of your time, but if you spend your time, of course, you will get the information. And of course, then also we have the spiritual philosophical card readings. They are more like a guides in your life. If there's a certain thing with people or a certain issue that you need to work out in some area of your life, those cards are very good guides. There are also short readings like this one. Anyway, my Libra friends, thank you for watching. Thank you for considering subscribing, and we see each other next time. Bye bye for now.